In the Vermont village of Wells River, the community is, well, they've only got one well, and it's been shut down since last January because of an oil spill.
Yeah, and NBC5's Yunia Martinez spoke with people who are really worried about the situation.
I'm currently here in the heart of Wells River, and many residents are telling me that the growing need for drinkable water is getting a lot more serious.
In the center of Wells River, there's a growing sense of unease. Kim Bienvenue says she and her neighbors are anxious about what's ahead.
The people in Wells River are really concerned, as are the people in Woodsville. And a lot of wells are dry. A lot of them are. Some people with artesians aren't dry, but I also know a few people that had to re-drill. It's a big concern.
That concern started in January when an oil spill near the town's only well forced trustees to shut it down. By summer, they were hauling in all of their drinking water from across the river in Woodsville, New Hampshire, about 30,000 gallons a day, just to keep water flowing.
Due to the fact that we could have potentially been pulling an oil plume towards it, so we decided it was probably the best action to shut that down and haul water.
Since then, the trucks haven't stopped hauling water up the hill day after day. But with the ongoing drought conditions and colder months approaching, village officials sent out a letter to residents warning just how serious the situation is. They're asking everyone to use less water now, saying if they don't, the village could run dry.
Conserve as much water as we possibly can just to not have to move so much, but just be diligent and know the fact that winter weather is coming and, and conserve.
Trustees are racing to file an action plan with the state by October 15th, exploring everything from reactivating the old well to installing a temporary storage tank at the base of the hill. But neither option comes easy or cheap.
We're not sure how much money will be left over to move forward from here. There's a lot of money being enacted towards the remedial process, so that'll determine a lot on our action plan moving forward.
In the meantime, Bienvenue has a clear message to her neighbors.
What is that message?
Conserve, conserve, conserve.
Again, trustees say they are doing everything that they can to make sure there is water going through the winter months, and they plan to submit an action plan to the state of Vermont by October 15. For now, they're asking anyone from the residents and to nearby towns to make sure to conserve water. Any tips can be found on their website. For now, we're here in Wells River. Yunia Martinez, NBC5 News.